Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Sagittarius today in all placements, and it's timeless in general, so take what resonates, and if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all timeless on all placements as well. I'm going to start with the Enchanted Map Oracle, and then I will clarify with some other cards, some other decks. And thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing and helping my channel to grow. I really appreciate it. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so we've got Magical Map Shifter in reverse, number 52. Wizard of Awareness in reverse, number 3. And Rescue, number 16. Okay. Let's just get out the old book. I'm going to be reading from the book for a while. Hey, Sam Safari is here. Good morning. I hope Seattle is treating you well on this Thursday morning. All right, so Magical Map Shifter in reverse. Reverse, the Magical Map Shifter card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the Magical Map Shifter for alerting you. Don't linger in the pain or blame. Oh, got it. Don't linger in the pain or blame the Magical Map Shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with a magical map shifter. Okay. Yeah, so there's denial, and the Wizard of Awareness in reverse makes me think it speaks to denial as well. I'm going to read this too. Happy Bubble is here, and the sun. Hello, good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining. So, the Wizard of Awareness comes to you in this position to warn you that too much force behind a desire for a specific outcome robs you of a true and full experience. Step back, take your energy away from your situation, and focus on gratitude for the ever changing conditions of your life. Are you perhaps trying to control the outcome of something because you don't trust in your highest good? Meditate, be still, and your answer will come without any effort on your part. Be a neutral observer, and you'll see how this moment is but a small marker on the map of your life's journey. Yeah. It's like you're trying to force something. You really want something to happen, something to work out in a certain way, and you're needing to come to the understanding that you might be in denial about it. It could be something. Maybe it's not working out because it's just in the long run isn't going to lead you where you want to go or bring you the benefits you're hoping for. You got to stop pushing for something. Like there's this energy, and this kind of came up for Scorpio yesterday, but it's like you you want to recognize where you've been trying to open a door that is either locked and you can't get through, or it's not even a door, it's a brick wall, and you're like banging your head against it. You gotta start to go with the flow. So with this rescue card, wait, take off the glasses. Still need to see. Um, Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask, and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So it's about humility, getting humble enough to and vulnerable enough to just say, okay, I can't do this myself. Um, and this works. This can work really well. This works well for me, which is um, literally if you have reached an impasse and you have no idea what to do, just say out loud, "Help me." If there's whatever is there, angels, spirit guides, like you know the great turtle in the sky, like I don't know, like whatever you subscribe to, just say I need help. Because for me, when I've done this, when I've literally said it out loud, it something works out like pretty quickly, usually within a couple of days, where um, things just fall into place. And it might feel a little weird doing it, but um, that's what you need now. That's what you need is some kind of assistance. And maybe you need to just say this to somebody. There's someone around you who has resources or advice or something that can help you. And you recognize this, and it's okay to ask. People actually usually want to help um, if they know what you need. Um, and especially if they have the resources or the ability to help in some way. Um, People like to show up for the most part. I think you'll know the ones. So let's dive in and see more about what's going on. Linda's here. Hello. Thanks for joining. All right. So I'm going to start with the light seers and extract the kitty fur from my nose. It's crazy. Okay. So what's on your mind? Okay, a little more space here. What is on Sagittarius's mind? Temperance. That's your card. That's your energy. I like that. Three of Pentacles. Nice. And the Magician. Gemini and Virgo energy. Okay, so there's some awareness here. I think you recognize where you're slowing your progress, or the fact that you are hitting your head against a brick wall. um you you are aware enough to know that something needs to change, and maybe it's one of those things where you're resisting asking for help because it can be uncomfortable to do that, to make yourself vulnerable enough to say, I can't do this by myself. I don't know enough. With that 3 of Pentacles there, I think you have somebody in mind possibly who you feel could they're on the same page, they're a good collaborator, they're like good team player. Um because it's like you're in the process of figuring out what you want so that you can manifest it. And I think that's a thing that a lot of people bump up against is they're not totally clear on what they want. With this temperance energy especially, it's all about coming into balance and being patient with the process, knowing that it takes time to adjust the cold and the hot water to get it that perfect temperature. And you want maybe you want to do something that involves other people, but there could be fear around I don't know, like having your idea hijacked. Sometimes we can start collaborating with people and then like they kind of take over and they're like, well, that's a great idea, but mine's better, or let's take it in this direction. It's like, whoa, that's not what I was picturing. Like there can be power struggles and that kind of thing. But I think that that could be a part of it, is that there's possibly something in you that you have a desired income, sure. You have a desired outcome or a desired what was the word that was supposed to pop out anyway? Yeah, maybe this is about like, I don't know, starting a new business or going into partnership with somebody around yeah, business. Anyway, um you you know what you want and you're a little bit rigid about it. Like there's this feeling of needing to control all the things, micromanage or something. And this is about needing to step back because um there's a bigger plan, and you may not know what what's around the next bend. This is about needing to be more flexible and allow things to unfold. Typically, when we start off on a journey, we have this idea of what we want to do, and at a certain point along the path, we have to detour. We have to pivot in some way. Sometimes because we bump into obstacles, or we suddenly realize that we need to tweak something because it's not quite aligning with what we originally thought we wanted or something. Like the, it's it's learning the process of alchemy. It's understanding how energy works, that energy is fluid. If you're trying to be if you're trying to keep everything in a box, it's not allowing that energy to flow. So yeah, like I said, there's a need to just, yeah, go with the flow, open up, and be more flexible in regards to, like, if you are thinking about partnering up with somebody, being open to their perspectives, because chances are they're going to bring something to the table that you hadn't even thought of. And it's about being humble enough to accept and allow that and be like, wow, I hadn't thought of that before. Let's explore this. Let's try this on and see what could come of it. Okay, so Going with the cat tarot. Okay, so what is going on here? What's the reality of the situation? The what is that? Five, six, seven, eight of swords, right? What am no, that's not swords. All of a sudden I can't remember. Here, hang on a second. Ace of Cups, eight of something. Is that wands? Eight of something, Ace of Cups, and King of Wands. Hang on. I'm having a brain fart. Okay, so that's swords, that's cups. Come on. Show yourself. Suits. Oh my god, I'm getting all of the okay. That's pentacles, so this is wands. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay, so eight of wands, ace of cups, and king of wands. Nice. This is really good. This is a lot of quick fast communication coming in, it's momentum that's building because of wanting to have some kind of new beginning, something that is very emotionally fulfilling. The king of wands, he's my hell yes guy. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. um there's this desire for this new beginning and going after it. The king of wands always takes inspired action. King of wands he's relatively unstoppable. He's willing to change course, but when he needs to. He's a king for a reason. He's learned his lessons and he knows how to pivot. That he does need to take detours sometimes, but he keeps going. He doesn't stop until he gets what he wants or he learns. He he's the kind of guy, and I say guy because it's a king. Anybody can embody this energy, but it's like he knows what he wants, but then if certain circumstances or information is presented to him that tells him that there's a better way to go or a different way to go, then he's like, oh, by all means, okay, let's do that. So he's not rigid. It's all about fire. Fire just moves where it moves, and it goes fast. So we've got a lot of power and energy here, a lot of passion and desire, and um, really wanting something. And this is your energy. This is you. Both of these are, it's very fiery. So it's like you have a fire has been lit under you, within you. And you're just like, I think this is something that you want really well. Obviously, I've been talking about it, but it's like it's something that is really fulfilling, that is going to it's that drink that you need so desperately when you're thirsty. And you're working on manifesting this, and this involves somebody else. Cooperation, collaboration. But for some reason, it's like you want it so bad that you're afraid to let go of this specific idea about how things are supposed to go or supposed to work out or something. Because your heart is involved. There's you've putting yourself on the line here, and you can't even help yourself because it's like, ugh, it's all this intense energy, all this passion and desire. And so you're you're needing to, and that's the thing. That's exactly what's happening is you're putting yourself on the line by opening yourself up, by asking for help. But it, it's going to pay off, by, yeah, again, with humility, and also being grateful for where you're at and what you have, and all the good that you have, uh, kind of manifested and gotten up to this point. um you're on the right track. So yeah. Hey, Rebecca is here. Thanks for joining. um let's go with the Modern Witch Tarot. So what's going on? What Let's see, better to say, what's hidden? What don't you see? Either with this person and or in your subconscious. Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles. And Death. Scorpio energy. So seven. Okay, hang on. Let me let me just clarify. What's the seven? Oh, the Lovers. Okay. So the Seven of Swords can be a card of deception, manipulation, but it's also an energy of strategy and sneaking away, trying to extract oneself from a situation before, without getting caught, trying to, do what you can. And so this, okay, so if we're talking about your subconscious here, you could potentially be dealing with a situation where, say you're in a romantic relationship, and you realize that, it's not there isn't collaboration, you're not on the same page. They don't Your heart's not in it anymore. um and you're trying to sneak away, or you feel the need to sneak away, or this is kind of like been kind of swirling around in the back of your mind, but for whatever reason, maybe you're sticking around because there's some kind of, this person gives you things. You're used to getting handouts, or you feel, obligated to give them handouts, like they're always kind of down there begging for more, and you're like, okay, of course, apply it as it fits. And there's a desire to end this, but if this is all happening in your subconscious, it's like you're just used to a situation that could be, there's not equal give and take, and you're just used to being drained or pulled on, and a part of you wants to leave and end this, and maybe you feel like this person is manipulative and controlling, and you don't know how to extract yourself, but you want to. But also, this person can be trying to let's see. Okay. I mean, there's all these different scenarios because it's like, well, there's somebody here who you have your sights set on, and maybe they are in a situation where they're needing to extract themselves, or they are recognizing that they're dealing, maybe they feel like you're manipulative. I mean, that does speak to these cards a little bit. Maybe they feel like you are somehow deceiving them because you're very uh you've maybe shown up in a more rigid way where you're like, no, it has to, it's like my way or the highway. I mean, that is, King of Wands can very much be like that. But they, because yeah, this person could be trying to back away because they want equal give and take, and feel like if they stick around, they're going to be left getting breadcrumbed. No matter what, there's this transformation here. There's this major ending. Maybe just something needs to end that is not on the up and up. A choice needs to be made. And somebody needs to get really clear on the fact that they need to go for, I think this is you need to go for something where there is equal give and take, where there is that reciprocity. Let me clarify this death. What is this death? Page of Cups. See, this is, you could be dealing with somebody who, I mean, this could be your child. This could be somebody who's younger than you. Maybe they're just not very mature in how they handle things, and so they tend to just kind of ghost or slip away or do things that are not on the up and up. But the Page of Cups is, I feel like, has pretty good intentions overall. The Page of Cups could be your energy where you want this new beginning and you know something needs to end. Something needs to close out. The Page of Cups can also be an apology. Maybe you feel you owe somebody an apology, or somebody owes you an apology, and they're about an ending. Someone was deceptive with you, you were deceptive with them, there was some kind of breadcrumbing, and there's this apology about an ending, or an apology that leads to a transformation. Lots of different scenarios here. Apply it as it resonates, as I have said. So what am I going to do? What am I going to use? I think here, let's go with the Oracle Tarot. Get the potential outcome. Decadence and indulgence, 7 of Cups. Enjoying the outcome, 10 of Pentacles. And test of courage, 5 of Wands. I feel like in this case, this 7 of Cups is actually really positive. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it can come across as overindulgence, but I feel like it's really speaking to you getting what you want, you being able to indulge because and enjoying the outcome, something good, because there's an ending here. There's a transformation in your life somehow. You allowing yourself to to change, to actually reach out and ask for help, to get on the same page with someone, to collaborate somehow, and being really satisfied with how things turn out. There's a lot of fun and enjoyment and merriment. Um, and test of courage. What is this test of courage? Follow your dreams. There you go. Yeah, see, you're the enjoying the outcome comes from following your dreams. From going after your hell yes. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. In order to follow your dreams and have a new beginning, you have to be willing to ask for help, to open up and allow someone in to your into your world, into your idea, into your self. Um, and you haven't wanted to be vulnerable. You're afraid to be vulnerable. And that happens to so many of us. If we've been hurt, we're like, heck no, I'm not going to open up. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Um, Yet, that's a part of the lesson is even though you've been hurt, to not close yourself off, to be courageous, overcome any kind of inner conflict around collaborating, because there's so much good that's going to come from it, both externally and also internally. Um, the two are always, uh, what's the word? That they're not mutually exclusive. So you have something really, really amazing beginning or coming down the pipeline. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.